Welcome to WrestleMania.
Ooh, yeah!
My client, Brock Lesnar, conquered the street!
The champ is here!
I am the best in the world.
I just had an out-of-body experience! An era that's rated R. You will never be the same again!
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Hello all, welcome to another edition of your boy, the Lexman's WrestleMania Review Series. We're winding down. We got 2 more WrestleManias to go, and today we're looking at WWE Wrestlemania Play Button, or as you guys know it, as WrestleMania 31. The show was 4 hours. It was on March 29th, 2015. It was in Levi Stadium. The attendance, as always, at this point, WrestleMania is selling off of its name, so it's going to have a big crowd. 76,976. Commentary, Michael Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, and JBL. Ring announcer, Lillian Garcia. No Justin Roberts. He was released last year, so it's just Lillian right now until JoJo comes up. JoJo, yes sir. When it comes to WrestleMania 31, if you were to ask me, the Lex Man, how was this show when you first watched it? I would have reluctantly told you it was good. Because going into WrestleMania 31, I wanted to crap on it so badly. Seriously, I hated this show going into it. Because I wanted Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, and I didn't get it. And looking back on it in hindsight, yeah, it was probably a good idea I didn't get it. Because what ended up happening to Bryan, it wouldn't have boded well if he fought Brock Lesnar. On top of that, how the show ended, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So, now that I've gotten over that part of my fandom where it's like, if I don't get Bryan, the show sucks. And that's how I was in 2015. I can look at the show and tell you with a straight face, it's a damn good show. I won't say it's one of the top 5 WrestleManias, but top 10, absolutely. One of the best. I would put this definitely top 10 list of all WrestleManias. A lot of things on this show were good. Now, we should keep in mind that 2015 was not the best year for WWE. I remember ranting a lot for both shows. Thankfully, NXT was around, and I was heavy into NXT. Man, if you weren't watching NXT, you were probably just done. You were like, I'm not watching wrestling. I'm not tuning into anything. Because NXT was like the best thing going for wrestling. And, of course, Lucha Underground too, I suppose. But mostly NXT. 2015's Royal Rumble, was one of the worst Rumbles in history. Even to this day, it's hard to watch. Bryan came back, first off, and they put him in the Royal Rumble, but didn't have him win. If you didn't want Bryan to win, why would you put him in the Royal Rumble? That was stupid. You knew the audience was going to revolt, but that's what happens when you don't give the fans what they want. So, on top of Bryan not winning, the match was stupid. It was horrible, horribly booked. My thing is, fine. If Bryan's not going to win, have him go all the way to the final 5 minutes, and got eliminated. What the hell? That was stupid. Roman Reigns doesn't do any of the work. Big Show and Kane eliminate everybody. And then The Rock comes in to help him out. It was so poorly done. They wonder why fans don't like Roman Reigns right now. He hasn't recovered. Has he? No, he hasn't recovered at all. Maybe a little bit, but still not that much. So that's the hype we have for WrestleMania 31. Luckily, the show delivered. First match was the WWE Intercontinental Championship ladder match. We had, let me see here, we had Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, Luke Harper, R-Truth, and Dean Ambrose. Fun popcorn match. Got the crowd excited. Daniel Bryan wins his first Intercontinental Championship. Backstage, we see Daniel Bryan celebrating with legends like Pat Patterson, Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ric Flair, Bret Hart. Even Ron Simmons got in there and did his old damn. So, we were left with a feel-good moment for Daniel Bryan. We all knew he wasn't going to get the main event scene, especially since he returned from injury. So we got this, and you know what? It was cool. It was a good way to ease the crowd's pain of their hero not getting that main event spot. Now, as you guys know, Bryan does retire not too long. Or he doesn't retire this year. He retires next year, but he gives up that belt because of injury yet again. It just never got better for Bryan after WrestleMania 30. That was the peak of his career, at least for WrestleMania. That's been it. Like I said in my last review, he goes out winning every single championship, so he's in the Hall of Fame, for sure, right? He better be. He better be in the Hall of Fame. We go into Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. This match is known for the ending. That freaking counter to the curb stomp into the RKO, amazing. Beautiful. I was awestruck beyond hell at how awesome that was. I cannot even imagine how he pulled that off. And the thing about this, they never rehearsed it. Never rehearsed the spot. They just did it. Even Randy Orton was all hyped. He's like, yeah, yeah. He was really into it when he hit that RKO. It was a good match too. Good match. Really good stuff. Oh yeah. Sting versus Triple H. So a lot of fans wanted to see Taker and Sting. And looking back on it, we probably should have gotten that match knowing what happens to Sting. He does get injured later on this year and has to retire early. If I was to judge it based on the match quality and the nostalgia we got from DX and the NWO interfering and doing some stuff, I can't really say I hate it. Matter of fact, I really enjoyed it. It was a good match. I know a lot of you hate the fact that Triple H beat Sting, and trust me, I hate it too. I felt like Sting deserved one victory. Who did he beat? Wait, didn't he beat... I think he has like one victory over Big Show and Seth Rollins in a tag match. Whatever. Triple H beat Sting. I didn't like that, but I can't say I hated the match. It was fun. Definitely a good match. The right person did not go over though. Divas match. Paige and AJ Lee taking on Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. Paige and AJ Lee win. It is AJ Lee's final WrestleMania appearance, because she does leave after this and marry CM Punk. And Nikki Bella will go on to beat AJ Lee's record and be the longest reigning Divas champion in history, because nobody cares. WWE United States Championship. Rusev taking on John Cena. And your winner, John Cena. Decent match. That's all I gotta say about it. I like the entrances, but the match itself was... It is what it is. I will say this though. Cena's run with that United States Championship, that series of open challenges he did with that belt, not only reestablished that belt, not only rebuilt the credibility of John Cena, it was the best part of WWE in 2015. Period. The main roster would have been crap if John Cena did not do this United States Championship Open Challenge. He made Cesaro look good. He made Ambrose look good. He made Kevin Owens a star. Kevin Owens came in and beat John Cena in his first match on the main roster. Cena did some of his best work in 2015, and it was all with the United States Championship. The only downside to it is that he drops it to Dario, and that went nowhere. We got a segment with The Rock and Ronda Rousey confronting Triple H and Stephanie. Ronda Rousey slams Triple H. I think WWE wanted to do Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon eventually for WrestleMania. After what happened to Ronda, though, Holly Holmes, and then her recent fight, I don't see it happening now. I don't think it's going to happen. And that sucks. It does suck to know that what could have been a really good WrestleMania match is now not going to happen because of what happened to Ronda. But the moment as it is, I mean, it still holds up for now. I think over time it might lose its luster, but it is what it is. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. The streak is over. Taker's matches don't hold as much importance. It's just matches. They end up being average. And like so, Taker versus Bray Wyatt was an average match. Nothing really special. They tried. It's hard to care about Taker now since the streak is over. I'm sorry. I love Taker. I think he's one of the greatest of all time, but the streak's over. So I don't care. His matches have no weight. Taker's purpose nowadays really is to put people over. But he didn't do that. Once again, Bray Wyatt, who should have won this match, didn't win. He lost last year to John Cena, and he loses this year to Undertaker. And they wonder why they can't create stars. Main event time. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Brock Lesnar, the champion, taking on Roman Reigns. Despite me not being the biggest Roman Reigns fan, the character, by the way, I have to admit, what they did here was pretty good. They were having a pretty good match. And then Seth Rollins cashed in, and then it became awesome. It was well done. And the way Rollins won, beautiful. Everything done with Seth Rollins tonight on this show made him a top performer. It's a shame this championship run is not very good. As a matter of fact, I dare say he's one of the weakest world champions I've seen. And it doesn't help that he got injured too. And what sucks even more is that he misses next year's WrestleMania because of that injury. So, in hindsight, the moment was great, but it didn't really lead to much. With that said, overall, good show. I like most of the things on it. I have no issues. So there you go. That's my thoughts on WrestleMania 31. We got one more. And oh my god, it's a doozy. I gotta rewatch this crappy Mania now. Luckily, it's just one more. WrestleMania 32, and that's coming up next. Give me your thoughts on WrestleMania 31, and I'll catch you guys in my next review. Your boy, X-Men signing off. Into X-Men's World.